What's up, everybody? Just straight off the bat, I want you all to smash that like button right now.
Do that.
And if you're watching this on Spotify, because you can watch this on Spotify now, I want you to leave that review ASAP. I want you to shoot us up the I want you to shoot us up the charts so that we can be the number one on Spotify too. You dig? Anyways, I talk for a living, and here I am stuttering and everything like that. You know, man, that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you?
Joe says that. Joe, according to Joe, if you stutter, it's because you're lying.
If you stutter, it's because you lying.
I can tell you lying, because when you're replying,
stutter. Those are jams right there, though.
That shit is still in rotation, 1,000%.
I still be slapping that Joe, man. I wanna know. I wanna know. You feel me though? You feel me on that?
I do. I 1,000% do.
Man, those were the jams, man. It's just not like that no more. It's got to get back to the real music. They don't want baby making music no more because they don't want no more babies. It's population.
No, they do. No. They want more babies. The problem, that's why they're banning abortion, because we're not having babies at the same rates as the boomers were. So there's nobody to be like a working slave class to these fucking billionaires.
Okay. Well, then tell me why we don't hear no more August Alsina then.
Because August Alsina, come on, no. Like, they just don't make R&B like they used to. Nowadays, people want to hurry up and get it in, right? Nobody's taking their time anymore. Like, back in the day, we had fucking Boys to Men and all these guys. They talked to you first, baby. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like they fucking talked to you first. They didn't just fucking try to ram it in, you know?
I never do you wrong. I just wanted to.
Forefathers were into the foreplay and all the things. Like, they talked to you. They talked to you. They apologized. They gave you the rundown, and then they sang.
All the things that your man won't do.
That's right. I'll do it for you. Yep. I just listened to that shit like 2 days ago.
For real. Oh my God. That's some baby making music right there, though.
Absolutely.
Man. I'll be on that shit. I'll be on that Lloyd too, though, like a little bit newer, you know. Like, I mean, it's old now, but like, you know, I'll be on that. She fine too, but I want
you.
Hey, so real talk, what did he say? 5'2" or fine too? Because we still got to figure that part out right there.
That's a good question. She might be both.
She's 5'2" and she's fine too. Some guys like some short ass girls. They do. I like short girls. I've always been a short. I'm not like the tallest person either. So like, you know, I'm not short, but you know, like I'm 5'11" with Tim's on. I'm 6. You know what I'm saying? But you know
with
what I'm
saying?
Tim's
on, I think I'm like 5'6".
Like, with Tim's on, I'm a solid 6. I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't gonna lie though. I'll be measuring myself. I got a tape measure ready at all time for these height supremacists, because if anybody ever questioned me telling them I'm 5'11", I'm like, bro. Let me pull out this tape measure right quick. I'm done with you height supremacists. When did everybody get so fucking tall, man? Like, who's having sex with the tall, white, gray aliens? Because those motherfuckers are producing some tall ass motherfuckers. Like, why is all the teenagers these days so fucking tall? Like, these motherfuckers are like 6'6" and shit like that. I'm like, bruh. Like, come on.
Corn-fed.
They're not corn-fed. They're being produced by aliens or reptilians and shit like that.
Being raised by plastic. So
being raised by something. I tell you what is also being raised is my eyebrow when it comes to that whole situation with Will and Chris Rock. I don't even want to talk about this because it's kind of like oversaturated, but like I'm just going to, because I haven't really said my opinion on it.
You haven't.
But I'm gonna just say this right now. Chris Rock is promoting a comedy tour called ego death. All right. What better way to have an ego death than to get embarrassed on live television and for everybody to think it's all real and shit like that? All right. So everybody feels sorry for Jada. Will Smith, he gives the Oscars great ratings, and Chris Rock has an ego death on stage. And now he goes and does his fucking comedy tour that he was promoting months before the Oscars even happened. So I think that was one of the most staged events I've ever seen. And the slap, that wasn't even a real slap. Like, on some real talk, like, man, have you guys seen the slapping competitions? Those guys slap.
I've seen those competitions. People straight get knocked the fuck out.
And that was not a slap, my friend. That was like on some like Pootie Tang or like some pimp slap. That's
give me
like,
my baby powder.
Give me my baby powder. Like a quick, like, bitch, give me my money. That's what that slap was right there, man. So I don't buy it. That was like one of the most staged events that I've ever seen.
I don't think it was staged.
Oh, stop it.
I don't. I just feel like I know he's like an Oscar-winning actor and shit, but like the emotion in his face when he was shouting, he looked like he wanted to cry. Like,
dude, he is a actor. They're all actors. They're all actors. Like, there's no possible way that an actor would act at the Oscars. Like, there's no possible way, right? Everybody, right? There's not a possible. They
have the night off.
Or the possibility of them, like trying to promote whatever they're trying to promote. Jada and her Red Table, Will and whatever next movie he's got coming out, and then Chris Rock and his comedy tour. Like, stop it, people! Like, you guys are crazy, man. Like, that's exactly what happened. Like, and then it overtakes the media. And then nobody talks about all of the other real stuff that's going on in the world. I'm not mad at that, though. Like, real talk, that people aren't talking about the crazy drama, but I guarantee there's some crazy shit going on in the world right now. And we're here just talking about Will and Jada and Chris Rock.
There's crazy shit going on in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
We are mad distracted.
It's a mad distraction, man. But that's just the way the world goes, everybody, and it is what it is. That's why I turn on my chill Sirius XM station and I just mind my business. I do me, and I just never mind everybody else, because everybody else is just full of shit, full of drama and negative. And I am done with negative fucking energy, and I'm done with people not believing in energy. Like, real talk, man. Real talk, man. Like, how the fuck do we got lights? Light bulbs are positive energy. I'm just saying, like, man, I can see you right now. That's positive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talk to a flower, and the flower will grow beautiful, right? You say
talk
bad
nice to it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What they say. Speak
that's
life.
Just what it is. You speak life into stuff. So
that's
you
why
talk nice
Jimmy doesn't like when I say good morning. He's more of the grand rising. I can't say my phone died. He doesn't like to throw that word out there. There's something in my eye. He's very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Very intentional with his language.
I am, but I will say that every once in a while I do fuck up and slip and say some of those words that I don't like to say. But it's because I was conditioned for so many years to say those words, and and then you to say some like different way of saying good morning to somebody. Like, sometimes it's like, oh, okay, I can't say that to that person, grand rising or something. They'll be like, excuse me, and I'm like, oh yeah, good morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
well, you are always like, you're like morning, like you're in mourning, and I'm like, no, that's like a different spelling. Like,
well, like, or wake, like when somebody passes away, what do? You go to their wake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we talk about
what that's called.
Yeah,
their wake.
Their wake. Yeah, that's what it's called. You go to their wake.
I've never called it that.
I mean, you never called it that, but that's literally what it's called, though. It's called their wake. Like, when you go and view them or what have you, it's called their wake.
We just called it their viewing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. It is called that, but it's also called they're awake. Like,
But what so like that word doesn't make sense for that to me.
like you can
Like,
look it up. Like,
no, I know. I'm not saying I don't believe you. What I'm saying is,
you don't believe a lot of stuff I say though, so
but I
like you're
believe you what you're saying right now
okay. Okay.
because it sounds like vaguely like something I might have heard before, but I don't call it
Mm-hmm.
that. And I don't know why you would call that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know either, man. So what's been going on with you lately, Stella? What's been going on? Don't be fucking yawning on a
I've
podcast
been,
now,
dude,
man.
I don't know about anybody else, but this week I have been so fucking tired the last 7 days. Like, I feel like I need a nap every single day. Every
You
day.
know what it is? It's because there's energy suckers in your life, and you got to get rid of those energy
That's
suckers in your
true.
life.
I do need to get rid of energy suckers from my life. Soul suckers. Nobody got
Vampires.
time for that.
They call them vampires. Like that
Energy
exists.
vampires. Yeah, no, I do try to stay away from people and I keep the amount of people I speak to either on a daily basis or regularly at a very minimum
Right, right.
because I just don't have the capacity to be fucking talking to everybody and absorbing their shit. Like, I absorb people's energy. So if someone's sad all the time, like, I'll start to get sad. If someone's angry all the time, I'll start to get angry. If someone's just really negative, like, I absorb that. But when I'm around people who are super positive, I absorb that too.
Right.
That's how my mood and I mean, it's true, you are who you hang out with, right? Like, if you're hanging around broke people, chances are you're gonna be broke. Like, if you're hanging around people who are really motivated, chances are you're gonna be motivated. Like,
That's very true.
it's just, if you're hanging around people who do shitty things, like, you're kind of guilty by association, it's just the way that it works. Like, I don't make the fucking rules. That's just how it is. So
Yeah,
I just
no,
try to
100%.
mind who I keep around me because I don't have the energy for everybody.
I mean, you just really got to pay attention to that kind of stuff because honestly, like when you don't, man, like it will happen unintentionally, man. And people sometimes they don't even realize when they're sucking the energy from you. You know, you can just be like having a regular conversation with them, and then you tell them some good shit. Pay attention to their reactions because those reactions they tell you everything that you need to know about that person. You
So don't
know,
roll your eyes at you. I can't be like,
no, but like you doing that to me, that doesn't mean nothing serious to me. You doing that to me, that is like, like that's just our friendship. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like our friendship is very like ha 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 going at each other like constantly and everything. But that's
I
like
feel
for
like
me,
it's a very brother sister vibe.
yeah, I guess it is a very brother sister vibe, but like, in a podcast and ship type of way, because brother and sister vibe is a little more like don't fuck with me. No, like I'm done talking, having this conversation with you, like because I don't know, because like me and my sister, like we don't go at it like the way me and you go at it, so like, I guess it just depends on who your
Me and
brother
my
and
brothers do.
yeah. So you and your brothers do?
Me and my brothers have gone at it our entire fucking lives. And that's why it trips me out because Abby and Gavin literally never fight. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
best friends. And me and my brothers fucking argue about anything and everything from childhood through adulthood. Like, we'd probably still fist fight if we weren't adults.
Tell me about the wildest fight you ever got in with one of your siblings.
Oh my god, there's so many. My brother Robert was a fucking psychopath as a child. Like, he Yeah, Sonia knows. We were violent as fuck, dude. Like, yeah, I've been stabbed by both of my brothers. Robert used to pick up anything he could. Yeah, he jabbed a pencil into me. You know how hard it is to jab a dull object into somebody? Like, that's fucking crazy. He's held me in the bathroom with a knife to my
Whoa.
fucking neck. He
Whoa.
used to pick up like a hockey sticks, bats, anything. Anything he can hit you with, he would. Like,
Those are some serious
that's
fucking
just,
fights right there.
yeah, no, we were violent, very
That is
violent.
wild. See, me
And
and
so
my
I watch my kids cuddling, and I'm like, fuck, dude, me and my brothers have
so
never done
sweet.
that.
No,
Like,
man, no. Like me and my sister, we used to like get in little tussles when I was younger. But
mhm.
like I ended up being like way bigger than her, so it was like, we wouldn't fight like that. But me and my sister, we used to get in tussles when I was younger, and I would bite her. I would bite her really hard, and to the point where she had bite marks in her leg, and that's how serious our fights got. But that
Yeah.
all stopped probably once I hit puberty. Like
I remember this one time I was just walking down the hallway into the living room, and my brother was sitting, like, you walk down this hall and then there's a living room, and right at the hall entrance there's a recliner. He was sitting there, and he stood up and he just fucking socked me right in the face, and my nose just went with blood. Like, but
Wow.
in his defense, I am a cunt. Like, I'm sure I said some shit, and I know I did. I'm positive I did. I said shit, he hit me. Like,
She was
like
hard.
I was a cunt. So I definitely had a lot of that shit coming.
Man, why do women sometimes have to be cunts? You know what I'm saying? Like, but why do sometimes guys have to be assholes? I actually, you said men are cunts too?
Yeah, men are cunts too. The fuck?
Yeah, no, men could be cunts too. I can get that, man. What's crazy is that a lot of guys, their testosterone level will be the reason why they act a certain way towards anybody, for that matter. And
Yeah. There's
you
studies
notice
that show
that.
that the men in prison have high testosterone levels or even double Y chromosomes.
Yep. And like when you have a lot of testosterone, you are way more irritable and you get in more fights. You're way more aggressive and you argue with people and just all those things. But I guess from what I understand, guys that are in their 30s, mid 30s, testosterone levels start to drop dramatically. So those are usually the guys that are more
That's when y'all
reasonable.
down. Yeah.
That's when guys calm the fuck down. They stop wanting to go out to the club and fuck everything moving and things of that nature because their testosterone levels start to drop a little bit. So what do? They take steroids and then they become bastards again and start driving Chargers and fucking Corvettes and shit like that. And now they're fucking everything moving again. And now they're fucking pricks again, and now they got the bachelor pad all over again, and that's what steroids do to you, man.
Then they're 40, single, still ain't got shit going on with their life. When I meet somebody who's that age and they're just fucking single as fuck, no fucking nothing, like, that is a red flag to me. Sonia, I also produce more testosterone than like you normal women too. Like, that was a really big cause of like my cystic acne, like in my 20s. Like I didn't have like the typical female body. I didn't like hold fat in the places that women typically hold fat. Like, I didn't have boobs. Like, I was a size 2 until 2 years ago, like it wasn't hard. It was hard for me to gain weight, hold weight. I didn't have the shape. Well, I mean, I have always had big hips. That's not a thing. But like, just like, women who have their normal amounts of estrogen and have the fat in the places that women typically have fat in. And nicer, like actual women.
From what I understand, women's birth control has some type of form of testosterone in it, and it boosts the levels of testosterone in the women, and that's part of the reason why the birth control works.
There's some estrogen, I thought.
No, but estrogen would produce more or like promote more.
Well, everybody has both. Like, everybody has both, but what women typically produce, I don't produce as much as they do.
How do you know that? Did you get tested?
I had to, because my skin just was like fucking crazy. Like, it was insane. Nothing fucking helped. I tried every goddamn soap and cream and pill and all this shit under the sun. Nothing worked. And finally they gave me something that like fucked with my hormones and also my potassium and sodium levels. Like, it like fucked with my heart, and it worked for a little bit, but ultimately once I hit a certain age, like my skin just like calmed down. So I think I'm just like back to, like, I think I'm making normal shit again. Like, I think my body went into actual woman mode recently.
Did you ever take Accutane?
I never took Accutane.
I took Accutane when I was in middle school. I had the worst fucking acne, and I took Accutane, and that shit dried my face the fuck out. Like, dude, my face was like so stiff. I couldn't even smile without my face cracking or a pimple popping. I'm serious. That's how crazy Accutane was. They had to test your blood once a month. Yeah. Because there was something within the Accutane that could pretty much like drop the levels of everything in your blood. You could become depressed.
Like high vitamin A.
Yes, and
if you're a woman, you have to sign a waiver that you'll abort if you get pregnant because the birth defects are so bad.
Yeah, no, I could see that as well. The crazy thing about Accutane, though, is that it really fucking worked. But from what I understand, a lot of people got irritable bowel syndrome from Accutane. And so if you took Accutane, you can actually go and get yourself a lawyer if you actually have irritable bowel syndrome, because there's ongoing lawsuits with Accutane for like the last 15 years. And pretty much anybody that took Accutane, you're entitled to like
compensation.
Yeah.
I never took Accutane. So like my shit came in waves. So like when I was 17, almost 18, my whole forehead broke out. It was almost overnight, honestly. It was pretty fucking crazy. And it looked like a goddamn mountain range, my whole fucking forehead. And then next it was like down my cheek. And then it was my chin. And like a couple years later, like after that kind of went away, it was kind of chill. And then like I'd get them here and there, but not like that. And then I was 21 and my whole other cheek broke out. And then it was like that for several months. And then it kind of calmed down. I'd get one here and there. And then like a couple years later, this side of my jaw broke out. And then it was like that for a few months. And then it fucking, like every fucking piece of my face had like a few months where it was just like gnarly. And it was a section at a time until the whole fucking thing had its turn. And then
let me ask you this though. When you had acne, did you feel beautiful or were you super, super insecure?
I've always felt both. So like when I don't think I'm an ugly person, right? I don't think I'm ugly even when I had acne. But I was the only person in my family who had it. Like everybody had pretty fucking skin, smooth skin, all this shit. So it sucked to be the one person who had it. And then when you see memes, right, of people like, oh, bitches with acne and makeup on, it's like a Nestle bar. And you're like, well, that fucking sucks. Like, what can we do? Like, if I walk out the house and my face is inflamed and it's cystic, right? Like, you can't you can't pop it. It's really deep. It's underneath there. It's like fucking purple on your face, right? There's nothing you can do about it. And it was a shitty fucking feeling. And then there's people who talk shit about you, or the first thing that they attack is your skin. The only thing really that they can attack is your skin. And they do. You kind of have to like, you either have to really fucking dig deep and like build thick skin and like become comfortable with who you are as a person, which is like eventually what, you know, I did. And I faked it till I made it too. Like I have always walked with my fucking head up. Like none of y'all are gonna fucking, like, nobody rocks acne like me. Like I'm still fucking up here. And like now I say nobody rocks scars like me, because I am scarred to all hell. Like anybody who's ever seen me in person, like I've literally holes all over my face. And it sucks because for a really long time, I mean, even now, I don't take a lot of pictures with my kids. Like when we're out and doing shit, like I'm not in the pictures because I have holes all over my face, right?
You just gave me phobia right now by the way you said that. Just
well, that's what it is. Like, and it's a shitty fucking feeling because now I look back and I'm like, oh man, like I wish I would have taken pictures of my kids, but I don't want the memory of that and how that felt, you know, like it's even if I'm walking tall. And I told myself, because I worked with kids and teenagers, that part of the reason I didn't want to go get them removed was because I wanted them to see that like people have, not everybody has this Photoshop skin that you see on the internet and in magazines and all that shit. Like people have skin issues, like that's a normal thing. And like I wanted to be a role model for kids, teenagers, and my children, you know, like if they end up having skin like me, like I want them minimized, but I don't want them completely gone, because although it doesn't define me, it's still part of who I am, because it was part of my journey of like self-love. You know, like 100%. I love who I am. I'm 100% comfortable in my skin and who I am as a person, that like I was like, okay, my face is just going to be like douchebag repellent. And actually it's not, because, you know, men are fucking men and your girl's got a booty. Yeah. But like, at least I know that like when a dude like really fucks with me, like I feel like it's not just, oh, she's a pretty face and blah, 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 blah. You know, like I feel like they actually, like it's my personality that like hooks them and keeps them. And so that to me means more than anything, because like looks do fade.
They do.
And like at the end of the day, I'm fucking dope. And like I'm not a dog. I'm still cute as fuck. Like, you know, I just got some holes in my fucking face.
That's a good way to be, though. And I think that a lot of people can learn a lot from you and your confidence and the way that you carry yourself. And I remember that word that I wanted to say, the way you speak yesterday. It's you speak with conviction. When you speak, you're very confident with the things that you say. And honestly, there's a lot of people in the world who might have those kind of issues as well. And the way that you put it could probably really help a lot of people too. So, you know, shout out to that right there. I mean, speaking about that issue right there, you know, insecurities and people having problems, and, you know, also talking about the whole Accutane thing and that being the cause of some people's depression and them like committing suicide and things like that, man, there's a lot of people really going through a lot of fucked up shit in the world, man. And especially right now with high gas prices, low wages, and just everything like that in general, man, like sometimes people just need to just hear somebody tell them it's gonna be fucking okay, man. So this is me telling all of you out there listening right now on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever platform you're listening to, man, it's gonna be fucking okay, man.
You're beautiful, and there's no such thing as perfect. So don't be thinking that these photoshopped chicks got it all, because they don't.
No, they really don't, man. And I mean, there's so many fucking apps out there right now that could do so much, man. You can Photoshop pictures, of course, man. That's been going on for a long time. But you can Photoshop videos too now. I mean, yeah, we all do. We all use filters and all kinds of shit. We all want to look picture perfect. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, man, nobody's picture perfect, man. I got grays in my beard, man. Y'all don't see those right now. I
found a gray this morning. It's like
in my beard. Yo, you found a gray? How did that make you feel from the gray?
I actually don't care. My hair, I found my first gray when I was 28. And I think I have like a handful of them now. But like I had gotten out of the shower and my hair was wet. And then there was just like this gray hair just kind of like this short, like kind of just like curled over.
Tell me this, Stella. Tell me this. What do you think about guys with gray hair?
I think it's hot.
Oh, shit.
I feel like men get sexier as they get older.
All right.
And like, I don't feel like women are viewed that way. I think that we are expected to preserve our youth for as long as possible, whereas men could just like get older, like, and it's okay. Like, but like, I've never been into a guy who looks young. Like young, right? Like I don't like a clean face. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Like I like some stubble at least. Like give me at least some fucking stubble. Like look like a man, not like a boy child, fucking man child. Like I don't mind some salt and pepper. I don't mind some gray. Like it's not a big deal to me. Like men who I don't like the skinny, scrawny look that because it just gives me fucking adolescent vibes, you know, like I'm not into it. I'm into men, not boys.
Have you always felt that way about men? You always felt like gray was hot. So when you were 18, did you feel like grays were hot?
Fuck yeah, George Clooney was fine as fuck to me. Idris Elba been fine. Like all these guys, like with their gray hair and their salt and pepper. Like I am here for it. I'm here for an aging man.
I'll be honest. I think that when my hair turns gray, because I know it's going to turn gray at a certain point, because I already got a whole bunch, I am going to look forward to rocking it like that. And honestly, I think it looks good on women too. Honestly, like Erica, right?
Some chicks look fucking really good with gray hair, like really good.
Facts.
Erica would.
Erica,
she's got one of those faces.
No, she's been using a shampoo that is like a blonde toner, and so it tones it
so it's like making grayish.
And she left it in for too long one day, and it turned her fucking blonde hairs, like the ones that were very light, like gray and almost kind of purplish in a way. It was so great.
Yeah, because you tone yellow with purple.
I was like, that damn near looks kind of cool, and I like it. I said, you're gonna look good with gray hair. So, ladies, rock that gray, man. Rock that gray.
Well, I told myself like years ago that when I started to get gray hair, that I wasn't gonna dye my hair anymore because I never want to have that like skunk stripe, you know, that like white stripe. And I haven't dyed my hair in years. So, and I'm just gonna let it be what it is. I have like 5 million different colors in my hair, just anyways in general. So,
but I will say this, ladies, and I say this with all respect. Once you start getting the 5 o'clock shadow, you have to keep that under control, because
yeah,
we can't do 5 o'clock shadow.
That I am like tripping about, because I know women who have that or who are getting that, and I'm like, damn, dude, like
shave it, girl, shave it every day.
I'm fucking waxing that shit. I'm gonna tweeze that shit.
There you go. You gotta wax it. You gotta wax it and then get it thraxed. Hey,
Yeah.
what? Oh, wow.
1000%.
I was talking about the wrong area. I heard bushes are back in. Are bushes back in?
Not for me, they're not. I keep that shit
Oh,
clean as
shit.
fuck.
She keeps it clean and mean.
I can't grow the hair there. It's too much for me. First of all, we've already had this conversation. Like, the purpose of body hair was to trap scent when both men and women looked exactly the same thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, right? And so I feel like people are mustier when they have more pubic hair, and I prefer to not have that emitting from my body, so I get rid of it.
I got a question, Stella, and I feel like this question is very important for the fellas. So, fellas, I want you to pay attention to this question that I'm about to ask her right now. It's about going down on a woman. Okay, so what is the absolute proper way? And I know we've touched on this before, but I want to know, should the guy look at it and spread the lips apart and go straight at the clit, or does he have to just force his tongue through the lips? I mean, depending on a vagina, I guess it will be different, but like, what is the correct way?
Well, every vulva is different.
Right.
Every vulva is different. Some women's clits are bigger than others. Some women's labias are longer than others. I personally don't love the spreading apart and going to town.
Okay.
I
Why not
like it
though?
just all it's not comfortable to me. Like,
But wouldn't it
uh,
be like a more direct shot at the clit if it was
I don't
spread
like a
apart a little
direct
bit?
shot at the clit. I like a more clitoral hood, you know,
I could dig
action.
it. I could
Yeah.
dig it. So let me ask you this part. Like, what about the licking of everything around it, right? I know these are
I
crazy
love that.
questions.
Everything.
So,
Make
but
out
just
with the whole fucking thing.
make out with the whole thing.
Yeah.
What about like the legs to the side of it? Like, should that be kissed too to kind of throw
Yes.
off the feels a little bit? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you do that to work up to there. It like builds anticipation. Love that.
So that's the way the
That's
foreplay
the way.
will make her
Yeah.
stay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me this now.
I do that. Like, that's how I reciprocate it too. Is
Can I
that how
ask
should I
you?
not be doing that?
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
All right. So when it goes the other way around, what do you feel like is the correct way to give a guy head? Now, I will tell you what I think the correct way is
Okay,
once
tell me
you,
what
I
you
mean,
think.
not to give a guy head,
No.
like
No,
to
go ahead.
receive. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
tell me.
Pause, everybody.
Go
Pause.
ahead.
Pause.
Say it.
No. I want you to say how you feel is the correct way to do it, because I'm curious, like what a chick, thinks about that.
Well,
She thinks is the correct
every
way.
like relationship, the person was a little different. Like, some people, like, I liked my body kissed, so I kiss body. Like, I will work my way down, kind of a thing,
Right.
and kiss like around because that's what I like. I don't know. I do the things that I like if they don't tell me what they like.
Mm.
So, you know,
Yeah,
that's
but
kind of
like you're not
the way
really
that I
getting into detail, because we were talking about like spreading of the vulva, going straight
Okay.
for the clit.
So I will kiss your body, and this is like very outing my okay. So I will kiss your body all the way down, and I will tease slash tantalize with a little tongue action, like dick root ish, shaft, kind of get it wet before I actually start going down. Might give attention to the fellas below. Not everybody likes that though, turns out. So that's kind of a conversation, or you kind of like dip your toe in the water and see if that's something that they enjoy before really going for it.
So very, very slobbery too, like a lot of slurpage.
Yes.
Do you feel like that's the right way?
I feel like the sloppier the better.
That's a ding, 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 ding. You nailed it.
And if I can't do the whole thing, I really try, but like I definitely will help, bring in the girls to help. And
Oh, like a threesome? You're bringing in more girls? Damn, you're really fucking nailing it. Ding, 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 ding. Sonia nailed it too. She says sucking and jacking off at the same time. Like real talk.
Yeah,
Sonia
that's what I gotta do.
Sonia is very right.
Yeah, she is. She knows what's up.
So let me ask you this now. Do you feel like there's an appropriate amount of times to have sex per week, or do you think that it's just whenever? Or do you think that it should be like once or twice a week just to keep the anticipation rising, for the sexual interaction between the two partners?
I don't know that I would say that there's a set number. I think that every couple and their own needs are different. Like, I think that, and I think too, it depends on like at what point in the relationship you are in. Cause like the honeymoon phase, you're typically fucking boning down all the fucking time, right? Like that's just something you're doing. And when you start to like get comfortable with each other, live with each other, then it kind of like fizzles out a little bit, I feel like. Most couples. And it depends like what you guys got going on in life, like your workload, like if you have kids or don't have kids, like like if you're somebody who like values alone time, or making time for like your friends as well. Like I think that there are a lot of factors, but I think that you do need to make time for each other. And intimacy isn't always sex. And so I think that you have to have intimacy, but not necessarily sex a certain amount of times a week. Like if we don't feel like doing it this week, like we won't do it this week, and I won't think, oh my God, is our relationship in trouble? Like I'm not gonna, that's not what I automatically jump to, And then maybe next week we go for it, 4 or 5 days. Like who knows? Maybe twice in one day. I don't know. Like
oh shit, it's getting spicy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I just think that it's really depends on the couple. I think everybody's different. So
what is the best alcohol to drink before sex?
I don't like to drink alcohol before sex.
Why?
Alcohol numbs me. I will not come if I'm drinking.
That is terrible.
I have a good time. I'm a fucking freak-a-leak, but I will not get there. I will be
a freak that leaks. Oh shit.
I wish. Yeah, that's not a fun time for me.
I tell you, for guys, the best alcohol to drink before sex is tequila, because that tequila dick, it ain't no game. I'm gonna tell you that right now. We will not stop off tequila. Well, from my experience, tequila, like real talk, is the one. Hennessy, though, if you have ever had Hennessy, when you go down on your partner, when you go down on your woman, that Hennessy will have you doing the craziest tongue action of all time. I'm not joking. So, fellas, if you don't want to make a chick crazy, do not drink Hennessy before you go down on her. I'm telling you right now. I heard smoking weed is really good before sex too, but I don't really smoke like that. So I've done it before and I recall it being cool,
but it wasn't like extraordinary for me either.
Right. I mean, I'm sure there's some better substances out there, but the harder substances, I don't really.
But if I have a couple of margaritas, I'm a good time. If you can make me come when I'm drunk, Hats off to you, sir. Let's get married.
Can we talk about the best cheap restaurant dates ever? Because I got a few that I want to list, and I'm just
What
gonna
are
say
they for
one.
you?
I'm gonna say one off the bat. Chevy's. Chevy's is like
What's
one of the
Chevy's?
best. Okay, so Chevy's is like a chain Mexican restaurant. I don't know if they are even anywhere anymore, but
Vegas?
yeah, no, they're not in Vegas,
Are
but
they in Bay?
they're
Right
in the Bay for sure. A lot of Chevys in the Bay, man. But dude, like you can go get a bulldog margarita and get these flautas. They call them the flautas, and like they were like the widest Mexican food spot of all time. But like it was some good ass shit. Like real talk, like one of the best cheap date restaurants of all time. And then I gotta go with Applebee's. Applebee's food be some macking. Real talk, real talk. You don't like Applebee's?
I am bougie when it comes to food. Like I like quality. Quality
So
is my shit.
so give me your top cheap restaurant dates.
I don't want to say 'cause I know people are picky.
You should say
Let's
it. You
see.
should say it.
For me, cheap restaurant dates, tacos.
Oh, that is a good one. Like from anywhere, basically.
There's a couple of really good. There's this really good spot in San Marcos and kind of the hood that they're currently
Okay.
gentrifying right now. You get like birria tacos for like $2 and like 50 cents or something a taco, and they're fucking bomb and they're like packed. They got hella
Yep.
meat. They put beans in it. And then, well, if you get everything, like I do, because I'm not fucking picky, I
Mhm.
get the birria with the beans and the onion and cilantro, and then I put the guacamole and the salsa and lime,
Okay,
and that shit is
okay.
fire.
I
So
love me
good.
some good
With a Mexi Coke,
guacamole. Yeah, man.
delicious.
Some guac. Give me extra guac.
Yeah.
Take me to Chipotle. Give me some extra guac. Yeah, real talk, man. Hey, Chipotle is damn near a good little cheap date too. Low key though.
Chipotle was like the only place I could get fast food when I was vegan.
Oh, right, because they have the soy Ritz, the soy Rizzo.
Sofritas.
Oh, the soy Ritas.
Sofritas.
There you go. Yeah, no, that's pretty good though. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I fuck with Chipotle, man. Chipotle, and then they got those Nantucket drinks. Those Nantucket drinks. Woo,
A
the banana
Nantucket
one.
drink.
You don't know what a Nantucket drink is?
Uh-uh.
They look kind of like Snapples, but they're juice, and it's like a thick juice that they have, and they sell them in the refrigerator at all Chipotle's. Like you get one of those, and then you get yourself a burrito with double steak and all of the sauces and the rice, the beans, or the guac, the lettuce in the burrito. Man, that shit slaps. Like I want my burrito to be hard to wrap up. Like I give my Chipotle workers a hard time wrapping my burrito. They be
I
like,
always get the bowl
oh yeah. Yeah.
whenever I go there. I have only gone there once in the last couple of years. So
Yeah, man, I fuck with Chipotle, but once I found out McDonald's owns them, I was like a little questionable about it and everything
yeah.
like that. But it's all good though. We still rock with Chipotle. We still rock with Chipotle, man. I still go there. Uber Eats, holler at Uber Eats. I be on my Uber Eats shit, man. Uber Eats, man. Like real talk, man. I don't really trust it sometimes because of the drivers and shit. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna like, eat one of my fries or whatever. Man, they brought me some food like 2 weeks ago and they forgot like a whole ass burrito. And I'm like, for real, dude. And then I called the restaurant and the restaurant was like, oh no, we put the burrito in there. I'm like, damn, Uber Eats dude got the burrito. Ain't that kind of shady?
That's
It's
so
fuck.
scandalous. I used to drive and do DoorDash, and I never fucking touched people's food. I wouldn't even like to touch like the top of their drink, like because I didn't want to put my germs where they're gonna like put their straw or something. Like,
Right.
and I was really always grateful for the people who didn't order drinks with their DoorDash because that would be so fucking annoying if they ordered hella food and drinks, and then sometimes DoorDash like doubles you up on restaurants and orders. Like you got to go here and you got to go there and like take it to two different houses, and that was always so annoying.
Damn, no, that definitely sounds kind of crazy right there. And shout out to Dior Dache.
Dior Dache, baby.
You saw that on
I did.
Reels or TikTok,
I
yeah.
see, yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I work for an international food catering service. They call it Dior Dache."
Dache.
That shit was
Yeah.
mad funny. That shit was
Yes,
mad funny, man.
I did work there. Anything else you wanna know?
I don't know. Probably, but I mean, I think that that's it for
We got
now.
wifey in the house.
Oh yeah,
How
shout
do
out
we
to Ivy.
do you like cilantro, Jimmy?
Do I like cilantro? Yeah, I fuck with cilantro. Yeah. Well, I
Sonia
mean,
doesn't.
why would you not fuck with cilantro? It flavors up shit. Like, see that's
She's definitely not God's favorite.
now you know what it is, man. Some people just don't like flavor, and I always figure like if somebody doesn't like me, like in real life as a person, I'm like,
Then they
damn,
don't like cilantro probably
they
too.
don't like flavor because
They don't like
you know,
flavor.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, like here's the thing, like
They don't
when you
add
got
salt to their
personality,
food.
when you got charisma, that's flavor in your ear. A little bit of Craig Mack. I'm just saying right now, like when you got a flavor, people are intimidated by that. And that's what I'm talking about, Stella, like with that confidence that you're talking about. And, you know, if you want to give people that encouragement and things of that nature, like, dude, man, people need that flavor in their ear, man. Sometimes they just gotta like let that confidence and charisma just touch them and slap them in the face a little bit, man, because that's what the world is lacking right now, man. Is confidence, charisma, and flavor. So
We got plenty.
next time you go to Chipotle, get yourself some fucking cilantro and add some extra flavor into your burrito, everybody. You know what I'm saying?
We got plenty of flavor here at Side Friend Chronicles. So much that Sonia doesn't have to eat. I can't believe she don't. People who don't fuck with onion. What do you eat? How do you like
I don't fucking know.
blows
Like,
my
how do you
mind?
not eat onion? Like, how do you not eat onions? Onions flavor everything, dude.
Everything.
How do you not like cheese? Is one of those things. Like people that don't like cheese, like I get it if you're vegan and shit like that, but at least get some cashew cheese. Like, man, dude, like
Fuck no.
this
Cashew cheese is foul.
cashew cheese. I
Ugh.
mean, if you're a vegan, is good.
Vegan cheese. I even while I was a vegan, I did not fuck with vegan cheese. I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna have cheese.
Dude, I used to get this vegan burger, and it was from the company No Butcher, and their patty was really fucking good. And they would put cashew cheese on this vegan burger sandwich that I used to get from this bar that is no longer in business in Vegas. And that fucking vegan burger was so fucking good. I'm not even joking. And the cashew cheese is what made it. No
That's
joke.
shocking because I thought all vegan cheese was ass.
No, man. I
I'd
tell you.
I'd rather lick someone's ass than fucking have cashew cheese or vegan cheese.
Apparently, Stella loves to toss salads, everybody. So, if you got a salad to be tossed, you got to holler at that girl right there because she don't care if you got hairs coming out of it.
I
She don't
do care. If you don't manscape and you want me to lick your ass, you're tripping.
listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. If you like your ass to be licked, you gotta holler at the girls who fucking eat cilantro because they like that extra flavor. You know what I'm saying? And so Sonia ain't gonna lick your ass, but you know what I mean. You can go holler at her, you know.
Your girl's a down ass bitch, and ain't nothing wrong with that shit. If my man wants his fucking asshole licked, as long as he has it shit clean, I don't care. I'll fucking try it. Like, why not?
I tried to lick my wife's ass one night, and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
my
I don't
bad."
love that. But
And why don't women like their ass ate, but guys
I
do?
don't. I do not do. You stay away from my asshole. That's
Why?
off limits.
Why can't a guy eat the groceries though? Like, why do women not like that, but they like to do it to guys? Like, what is that about?
I never said I like to do it. I just said I'm down to do it. If my man wants that shit and he keeps his shit clean, like why wouldn't I try to please him?
Are you sticking tongue in asshole or around asshole?
I think around. I think I won't do the in. That would be if he wants a little finger. relieve that prostate pressure. I got you, boo.
You gonna drain his anal glands like a fucking dog or some shit or what?
No, I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, I'm just saying.
She said, "No, that's definitely not
I'm
how it works."
37. We grown around here. I'm down to play and try some things. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
I just know what I don't like, and I'm not into anal. So for myself.
I think you gotta like fast for like days if you want to be into anal, honestly. Yeah. Because like who wants to put their stuff inside of another
People are just into that shit. I don't think there's a lot of people who don't give a fuck. They're just
yeah. Some people don't. No, I mean some people
don't give a fuck.
I don't kink shame though. I mean, I know there's a lot of kinks in the world. A lot of people like golden showers. Guys like girls to squirt, but squirt is really actually pee.
Squirt is urine, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I don't understand that. Like how is it that like a guy will be like, "Oh, I made her squirt," but really it's just pee. Like how does he make her pee?
It's the
like
same guy who will be like, "Oh, like fuck that, nobody's peeing on me." It's like, what do you think squirting is, bro? Like you just like don't understand.
Yeah, man. This shit is crazy, man. I'd rather a chick throw up on my dick. Oh, well, I mean, not like just any chick because I'm married and shit. Shout out wifey, but I'm just saying, like, in the scenario of being thrown up on or peed on, I think that I would choose to get thrown up on my dick. Yeah.
I think y'all get peed on more than you think, and you don't even fucking realize it.
I think that guys loving golden showers, man, like, man, shout out to you guys, man. Like, honestly,
that's
like, if
different.
you
I
love
think
that
that's
woman
like
so much,
standing over them and pissing on them. That's what I would classify golden showers. I wouldn't classify golden showers if like a little bit of pee comes out while having sex. Because when women are about to orgasm, some certain orgasms, because there's like 5 different ways a woman can orgasm, it'll feel like you're about to piss yourself, and that's why a lot of women hold back because they don't want to accidentally pee.
Tell me about the 5 different ways women can orgasm.
There's clitoral, there is vaginal, which is penetration only, which is a really hard one. I've never just gotten it off penetration. G-spot. There's anal. And then what's the 5th one? I'm going to Google it.
Dun, dun, dun,
Google.
Dun, 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 dun. It's when Daddy Good speaks because then she has an eargasm. Hey, yeah.
So there's the vaginal, clitoral. I already said those. Vaginal, clitoral. One's called Orgasm. What the fuck? Orgasm induced by pivot and a heart rate suggests blah blah blah. No, blended. Nope. That's not what this fucking thing doesn't know what it's talking about. Okay. All I know is there's 5. And I forgot what.
Clitoral. All right. So if I had to guess and be for real about it.
Common.
Clitoral penetration on the G-spot. All right. There's anal. Okay. And then you got
no, so clitoral, that's just the outer stimulation.
The outer stimulation,
G-spot, which is like if this is it, it's up in here, like up at the front, right? Okay. And then just penetration alone.
So there's 3 ways a woman can orgasm.
3.
Probably
anal.
like. So does that 4?
That's the 4th.
Okay.
And then
I feel like it's got to have something to do with some kind of foreplay. You know what I mean?
I learned this in Human Sexuality. And I don't know if maybe it's just like the combo, like a combo of them is the fifth like way. I don't know. I don't remember. But
well, everybody, in conclusion, there's many different ways one could orgasm. So you can be any size.
In my opinion, is the clitoral G-spot combination.
Okay. Well, there's definitely toys for that.
And that's why women can have multiple orgasms, is because there's a bunch of different ways we can achieve it.
Y'all are definitely lucky for being able to have multiple orgasms, because guys, after the first one, you're gonna have to give us like a little break,
that refractory period. Yeah,
give us like an hour, and then and go and have your cigarette, guys. You know what I mean? And then why do people have cigarettes after sex?
I don't know. I'm not into it. I don't like smoke and cigarette breath. That's just fucking foul.
Yeah. Fuck all that, man. Well, I think that's good for today's podcast.
Sure. Yeah.
Keep it at an hour. Keep it at an hour. We got a lot of clippables. We got a lot of clippables right now.
We got a lot of clippables today. You're right.
So thank you everybody for tuning in to the pod, to the SFC pod, Ciphering Chronicles. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you're on Spotify watching this, because you can watch this on Spotify. Yeah, follow, leave a review, shoot us up in the ranks. And surely we'll be getting at y'all next week. Yeah. Oh,
same time next week, babies. Don't act like you don't know.
This one's for Erica. She don't like when I do that.
Oh, you don't like that, wifey?
You don't like one in the pink, one in the stank?
This one's Sonia's favorite, the shocker. Two in the pink, one in the stink.
That's what you like, Sonia? Sonia likes the whole fist. Sonia likes the whole arm up.
Double fist.
Oh, Sonyeezy with the bleezy.
Yeah, girl's a freak.
I'll let you people, man. Thank you for tuning in.